very good morning to every Yankee Mania fan out there. How is everybody doing on a happy Saturday morning? These days are going by real fast. The Memorial Day weekend. What are you guys up to? Did you already leave and preparing for your nice barbecues? As long as the rain stays away, I'm hoping that you'll have. But in the morning, of course, I'm hoping you're having the coffee, the bagels, the pancakes, and a little Yankee talk on NY Yankee Mania. How's everybody? I have my one of our co-hosts here, Ken of The Ugly Truth. He's with me this morning, and Ken had called a great game last night. Unfortunately, we fell a little bit short, and everybody probably thinks I'm going to go off on this game. I will not. I will go off if they lose today, because today would be no more excuses. First of all, Max Fried is pitching, probably the best pitcher on the planet right now. But last night, I'm sorry, I will not, and I refuse to get on them, because you go and do the schedule that these guys are doing, and taking the flight across, going to that air in Colorado. I'm not making an excuse. I'm only going with logic, and I'm going with the past. I've been through the wars with the team. So has Ken. And we've seen years and years and years of it, that the Yankees do not play well. If they win the first game, I bet you a dollar for donuts today they would lose. But if they lose the first games, 95% dollar for donuts, they win today and they win tomorrow. So you know what? I'll take my chances. So if you're definitely looking for, what did it? No. I'm sorry. It wasn't a bad game. It was honestly, to be honest with you, it was a little boring. It was a boring game. That if the basketball game wasn't on, and also I was switching over to the Met game, which they really have a lot of problems right now. But I'm not going to sit this morning and argue that the Yankees were flat, and to me it was expected. Ken, good morning. How you doing?
Just fun. See that Graham has hopped in here. Welcome, Graham and Jacob Pedruzzi. Thank you, brothers.
Good morning. Happy coffee to you. And let me salute with my Lavazza black coffee this morning. Salute to everyone. Good health. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, it wasn't an ideal game yesterday. I had mentioned earlier in my pre-game or pre-series review and stuff that the pitchers were going to be flat because of the altitude, and sure as hell it was. People had problems with their break and stuff, and Yankees tend to have a problem when they face a pitcher they haven't seen before, especially a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And he ate our lunch. We had some good hits, some good moments, but we had some very flat play.
Yeah, it was just one of those games that just like Ken just dragged on. It was like, okay, the game is there, but it wasn't there. It was just one of those things. And hey, look, we didn't lose any ground, so we're actually happy about that. We're still 5 games up, 6 in the loss column. Things are still looking rosy for the Yankees. There's a lot of good that's going to be happening. Again, don't be too concerned. Don't overly go nuts. Yeah, I know, the Yankees lost to the worst team in the planet. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see how we talk at the end of tomorrow afternoon that the Yankees aren't up 2 out of 3. Now, if they lose, you're going to hear from me. Then there's no if, buts, whens about it. But I don't care what anybody says, but Max Fried has pitched in that stadium, and I'm sure he knows what to expect and what's going on. And I and I'm looking for a nice game if he plays from DJ LeMahieu today. It's just something in my bones is saying that he's going to come up big today, and so is Cody Bellinger. To me, there was no reason not to play Cody last night. He should have been in that lineup. He's hot as a firecracker. Why break that solution? I don't understand it. It makes no sense. The man is only 29, 30 years old. He's not like he's 38, 39, 40 years old. He should have been playing in that lineup. You want to DH him, DH him. But please, come on already. And then of course you got the Volpe situation, which is disgusting. What do we have to do to drill it into this team? I know you say, well, who are you going to put there? Anybody but him. Anybody. Let's give it a try. Do something about it. This guy, all right, he was sixth. Oh, I'm sorry. But that's still high. He doesn't deserve to be in the sixth spot, folks. He deserves to be in the bottom where he's going to flourish. He's not going to flourish in that high. It's too much for him right now. Do you agree with me, disagree with me, have no opinion? What do you think?
Well, I think the Yankees are going to do what they're going to do. They're just getting your blood pressure up. They're going to hit Volpe in the same spot. It's not going to change. The only way that changes is when Giancarlo Stanton comes back, Jazz Chisholm comes back, then they'll shift him down. With what they got right now, I mean, who are you going to put up there? Austin Wells? He's a little better than a corpse when it comes to being at the plate. His big hit last night was a muffed infield that he actually ran out on. That's why we run balls out.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'd have been dead duck like Cano in years have passed, Torres last year. So at least he's got the hustle and the fire to run the damn ball out. I mean, who are you going to move up in the spot? Escobar? DJ's hitting like 216, I think, as of last night.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, he's hitting the ball and he's had some bad luck, but his numbers ain't great, and he's not an everyday player anyhow.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
Pablo Reyes.
The weakest bench I've seen in a very, very long time.
Well, and that's been my point is I don't expect the Yankees to get superstars at the trade deadline. What I expect is fringe pieces to boost our bench, because our bench is essentially useless. No pulse, no heart. Hell, they don't even trust like Jumai Jones last year. I don't even know why the hell he was on the roster at all, because he didn't play and he was taking up a slot. And I thought that there were other players that could have adequately filled in for what he was doing.
Oh yeah, no question about it. No question about it. I don't know. It's like, well, what did you think of the performance of Clark Smith?
I think that he wasn't prepared for the outing. You might have heard the reports about the breaking stuff not really breaking, and when he went to actually pitch in the situation, guess what? They didn't lie. They told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Colorado can never sign a free agent pitcher there.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it. No question. It's horrible. I mean, what are they thinking? And I mean, what can they do in that area? I mean, they're building around their shortstop, who looks like he's a terrific player.
Yeah, Tovar.
He's going to be a really great player.
They signed him to a long-term deal.
Yeah, and I can't blame them. I cannot blame them. Do you?
How is it every team has a rookie that they sign the long-term deals, and we can't seem to find anybody?
I'm telling you, the Yankees shied away from that after what happened with Severino, and they just never forgot it, and they won't forget about it. That's the problem. That is the problem with this team. They're afraid of it. They are totally afraid of it, and I don't see why, but they are, and they should, but. Ken, let's face it. Would you give a long-term contract to Anthony Volpe right now?
Nope.
I definitely wouldn't. There's no question in my mind. I wouldn't. There's absolutely no way.
People are saying, will think that I'm crazy, but I'd offer a deal to Dominguez. I think Dominguez has more upside as a player than anyone else that we've got right now.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now there is one player that I've been talking till I'm red in the face, and Ken, you brought out a good point before the show. Not too many people know about it because they're not watching the games. But down in the farm, there is a number 12 named Jesus Rodriguez as a catcher, and they're playing him a little bit at third base, and he is raking. Absolutely raking. I just want to give a 2025 stat out to everyone about this guy. He's batted 141 times in two different divisions. His average at Scranton is 398 right now, but his average for both is 333. He's got 4 homers, and he's got a little over 24 RBIs. His OPS is 989. He's got a cannon for an arm. Now you tell me, and in the minors alone, just all his at-bats, 1,145 at-bats, his average is 314, 26 homers, 183 RBIs, but this is what stands out. 58 stolen bases. And his OPS is almost 900. 900 combined. Don't you think there's enough statistics there that will tell you, let's give this guy a try? If you're trying as JC and you have Pablo Reyes on the bench, why can't you do this?
You know what's funny, Joe? I'm going to call bullshit on you. You say that you hate analytics and statistics. You just used an argument to bring a guy up. So you can't truly hate analytics that bad.
Well, I got to show something to say why he's. It's not analytics. I'm going with what his average is. That's the only way we could tell people what he's doing. I mean, come on. How else are we going to describe? Oh, we're going to say, okay, Rodriguez is going to come up. Well, why? He's just going to come up. You got to tell him the stats. I mean, that's logical. But do I agree with analytics? No, I do not. Because maybe analytics right now, for some reason, is saying JC is better than Rodriguez. And if that's the case, could you destroy those computers, please? And the only reason why JC is on this team is because he's buddy-buddy with you-know-who, Mr. Rendon. Let's put a comment from Graham.
I was just reading that.
What was that?
That's what I was just reading.
Oh, okay. Graham needs to be sat down. Wells seems to be sat down, sort himself out. Escara won't do any worse. No, he won't. But we have a better option. Let's try it. What's the harm of what has Escara done so fantastic that he shouldn't be sent down or release Pablo? Please do something about it. It's so ridiculous what we see. I mean, how did the Yankees not see this? What are they waiting for? The guy's got a gun for an arm. He hits every level. What do you want the guy to do if you don't try him and bring him up to the majors? When Derek Jeter came up, he barely batted 265 in the minors. They saw something about him and they brought him up, and look what happened. Good things.
Good morning, Jason. Thanks for hopping in the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here.
Hey, Jason, good morning. How you doing? Hope all is well. Hey, Merck, again, how you doing? Hope all is well. Let's see this comment. I'll tell you what, JC has done. Rondon look like his old self. Okay, all right, fine. But let's get the excuse of why Pablo's here. And I don't want to hear we need an infielder. Yankees can
what?
A backup infielder. Come on.
You know what? You know why Pablo's here? He's a placeholder. He's a placeholder when Jazz or Big G comes back. He's the first casualty when that happens.
But for that matter, Ken, they can get anybody off the wire. I mean, there have been some infielders that are out there that are pretty decent, and they're out there. Why not do that and subtract from addition from subtraction? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the impossible, guys. By the way, the programming note, everyone, to let everyone know. Today, NY Yankee Mania, we will be doing the play-by-play. So please come back. Ken, the time is 4:10, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we will do a little pregame show leading into that, and then at 4:10, we will be giving you the play-by-play, and then after that will be a 15-minute go get a sandwich or something, and we'll do the post game. This one will be a happier one, I'm sure. So please tell everyone that we will be doing the afternoon game here on NY Yankee Mania.
Well, it is a baseball day, so it'd be appropriate to get a hot dog.
Oh yeah, if you like hot dogs. Unfortunately,
get a dog with some chili on it, some cheese, maybe some pinos. Get it done right.
Sean Browning, good morning there. Hope you have your coffee. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. It's just one after, like I said, one after another. But, and remember, folks, I hope you were in Ken's stream last night. He did an excellent job calling that game and keeping it relevant, because I'll be honest with you, folks, I couldn't keep my eyes open. If it wasn't that I was looking at the Knicks game, I was looking at the Met game, I was looking at a few things. There was absolutely no reason. It was so boring. Ken, you got to admit, yesterday's game had no, the only bang it was the home run by Judge. Everything else was blood.
That first shot by Goldie in the first inning, I thought we was going to be banging. Judge got the single, and I thought the Goldie hit was out of the park. He freaking mashed, and I thought, okay, we're on a good trend. Mm-hmm. And pitching aggravated me. It was like Clark Schmidt, in my personal opinion, has a two-seam fastball. If he would have run the two-seam fastball and his damn cutter, he would have been okay.
Yeah. Merck has a comment. Wait, Joe, you don't eat hot dogs? Well, there's a good reason for it. If I eat a hot dog, even one, I have to just be careful from getting a high uric acid count and getting the gout. And trust me, I don't want that. So I'd rather have a turkey burger or something like that. I would love to have a hot dog, but it's the worst thing in the world, not only for the gout, but for anything. It's the worst thing you could ever. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. Disgusting. Do not. I never, never, never would say eat a hot dog. I don't care. I know the ballpark. It's the best. It's the worst thing you could ever put in your body.
I thought you was telling me the chips that I was eating was worse.
It is bad. That's another thing. You know, you got to put strawberries, get some celery caps. Those are the things to eat, man. And
I don't have whiskers. I'm not a damn bunny rabbit.
Oh, come on. It's healthy for you, my man.
Bef-
It's healthy.
Before you continue to jab at my food eating choices,
I'm not
I want to
jabbing.
say, hey, I want to say hi to Sean Browning. Appreciate you being here, brother. Nithin Ramachandra from Nithin Sports. Appreciate both y'all hopping on the stream and supporting us.
Nathan, would you like to come on the stream? I didn't bother you. I didn't want to, I thought maybe I know you had a long night last night. If you want to get on the stream, absolutely no problem. We'll get you on. Before we go on, hey, Yankee Mania fans, Joseph Agbayani of Remax Elite at 917-273-7269 is an agent for over 30 years, and one of the nicest guys in the business. If you're looking to sell your home, your house, please call Joseph, 917-273-7269. That's 917-273-7269. When you do call Joseph, please tell him you heard it here on Yankee Mania in the AM, and believe me, you'll be glad you did, and that we sent you to him. And remember, it doesn't matter if you live in New York or you live in Washington or you live in California. Joseph will help you, guarantee it. So if there's any doubt of selling your house, before you do anything, listen to NY Yankee Mania. Give Joseph a call. So on that note, so today, like I said, we're gonna be back here. We're gonna do the pregame. We'll give you the lineups. We'll do all of that, and Ken. Very happy to hear that your wife is coming back from her little trip. I hope it was successful, and I hope she has a great flight back, and you guys have a wonderful dinner, being the fact that you guys have been apart from each other for a few days.
Yeah, it's been 10 days actually. She's been gone. So flight comes in during game time, so we'll definitely be there to pick my bride up, and my young grandchildren want to see their Gigi. They miss the hell out of her.
Awesome. I'm sure she'll have goodies for them, and she missed the hell out of them. Of course. Are you kidding me? But no hot dogs. Just kidding.
No, it'll probably be some nice T-shirts and stuff like that.
Sean Browning says, "Am I the only one kneeling over in laughter?" So I guess he's laughing because he said you're no bunny rabbit. Oh, I mean, Ken said that you're no bunny rabbit. So I think Sean is having a good time with that. Graham says, I'm still of the unpopular view. Dangle Jazz in a trade and see what he attracts. Okay. Well, what do you suggest? What would you want? Because in a couple of weeks, hopefully, so John Carlos Stanton comes back. Luis Hill hopefully will be coming back. What would you want, and who would you dangle? The Yankees have one or two guys maybe in the minor leagues. Emerson Pereira. What is it, Pereira or Peraza? Pereira. They could dangle him, but who knows? Welcome. Good morning, Jake. How you doing? Still can't get over that loss yesterday. Don't worry about it, Jake. It happens. Let him get it out of the. Listen, let me ask everybody a question. If they came to you today from the grace of God and they told you the Yankees, you got to lose the first game, but you're going to win the next 8, would you take it? Would you take that? I rest my case. I'm not saying they're going to win 8 in a row, but I will tell you that they will be over 500 on this road trip. It could be 5-4. I don't know, but I can guarantee you they'll be over 500. So let yesterday's game rest. Period. Mark, I can't. So
Merc.
Saucy says, Joe, are you vegan? No, I'm not. I'll eat some of the stuff. I love my eggplant, but I like a steak. I can't go crazy with it. Like I said, I am careful because let me tell you, and I don't wish a gout pain on anybody. No enemies, no nothing. When that pain comes on, trust me when I tell you, you don't want that pain anymore. So I try my best, and and I go from there. And and listen, we're honest over here. We talk about things, and if anybody's lucky enough, you don't worry about the gout. You don't have high blood pressure, a problem, or anything like that. I mean, listen,
Maybe.
the way I
Can you bring
am,
me the controller?
I'm very happy. Thank God. Knock on wood. I'm pretty healthy. And the most important is you send the love out. You send the love out, you're going to get it in return. So that's the way I look at it. Jason, I have high blood pressure.
I want to answer Graham's question.
Yep.
I don't think that's unpopular. As a matter of fact, I thought that I would want to move on from him. But if you look at the history for the Yankees, if they're trading a position player, they're trading that player to gain strength on an arm. Who that arm might be, I don't know.
Yeah, there'll be a few dangling. You just don't want to trade with Oakland because that never works out. I want to address something here. Merck says, yes, Graham, the smoking hot right now. All right, I'm not sure what that was, but I want
The
to just.
Angels,
Oh, the
the
Angels.
Angels are on like a 6 or 8 game winning streak.
Yeah, well, that'll end once the Yankees get there. Uh, Merck, I have
Well,
high blood
if
pressure.
you remember back to your Yankee history, when one of their studs was a guy by the name of Bartolo Colon,
Oh, please, I know.
we couldn't buy a win with all the money in the Kings' chest there.
It wasn't even that. All they hit is Tim Salmon.
Salmon, yeah, all those guys just come up clutch and would kick our asses.
I don't even want to think about
I,
those years.
I never take the Angels lightly, and they're winning all those games without Trout.
Yeah, they're doing well for the first time in what, 10 years at least.
Well, they made a lot of moves in the offseason.
Yes, they did. They made some decent moves. They actually did. I'm sure I'm sure somebody's going to scoop up Hunter Renfro too. Merck, I have you said about high blood pressure as well. If you guys have that, I don't know if you've tried it, but take a look and get tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice, by the way, is fantastic. Not only for lowering your blood pressure, it does a lot of wonderful things for your body. Trust me when I tell you. But don't get imitation. Get it at your best nutrition store and get the liquid. I've been doing it for the last I would say 7 years. The greatest thing I ever did. I have that in my repertoire every day. I put it in 12 ounces of water and I drink it either fast or whatever. Get that and get any cherries. Eat cherries. I'm telling you, your blood pressure will be perfect. Mine went to just about normal in about, I want to say 6 to 8 days. And the doctor always said, "It's amazing. What are you doing?" And I said, "Tart cherry juice." And don't get imitations. Get the real one. Spend the money. It's like $25 for the bottle. If I don't know wherever everybody is, if you have a GNC, definitely go to your local GNC type store. Go get yourself tart cherry juice. Put yourself in that computer, and then you start getting some discounts. It'll start going down. Well, when I tell you, take a capful every morning or whenever you want. It tastes good, and it's so damn healthy for you. Trust me, you'll come back and you'll smile at me. So I don't mean to be a Dr. Joe here or anything like that, but you're family to me. I'm family to you guys. You're sharing your experiences. I want to share mine. This is not only a Yankee show, it's a family show. I want you guys here for many, many, many years. So,
You know what's funny?
help.
You know what's funny? If your time is up, your time is up. My grandmother, she smoked, she drank, she ate every crappy thing on the planet. She lived until she was 102, and she told me, you can't make yourself miserable trying to extend. It's going to happen when it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
And
no.
that's the old school mentality. Maybe the foods were more healthy back then, not all this added chemical crap that affects so many people. But
No.
that's just my thought.
No. Your thought is great, but I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about that you're going to keep stuff low. I mean, yes, we are on a time clock. Nobody knows anything. But what I can tell you, this is only for the time being of you enjoying something, day in and day out. We all know we're gonna go someday, some way. We'll all meet up there in God's graces. But the bottom line is, if you can try to keep yourself healthy, and believe me, I have researched a lot of things. But so I just want to tell you that, and don't be afraid to ask, because I won't either. If I have a problem, this is what we're here for, to have a great understanding and be a family. That's what it's all about. Go ahead, Ken.
I'm reading the dialogue with Graham. Watched the game last night against the A's. They were hanging in there. Up, Taylor Ward comes up, slam. Yeah, Taylor Ward is a quality bat, and he's one of them that they hung on to. One of the outfielders that they hung on to. And if you've been tracking the Angels games, they seem to stay close and then have big moments, and that's something that's been consistent over the last couple of weeks. So when in last night's game against the Rockies, when we had an opportunity to put them away, we didn't take advantage of it, and they came back and got us.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. We do have more comments here. Peralta, Cashman might be able to woo the Brewers again to give up a piece. I might agree with you, but I saw him yesterday. He wasn't very good. He's had some very bad outings this year, and I don't like the way he's pitching. He won't be a fit right now for the Yankees. That's my feeling. Joe, did you ever see Tyler Ward play? The kid is judge for the Angels. Yes, he's a very, very good player. He is their judge or whatever. But you've got to watch him. He's an excellent, excellent player. You don't hear much about him because he's in the West Coast. And believe me, though, you will see him next weekend. You will definitely see about him. No question in my mind. So get ready for it. But Yankee pitchers will be ready. They usually do a good job. The Yankees' problem, and Ken, I think, will agree, it's the same culprits that they just can't get out. And either they're 200 hitters or 210 hitters. It just doesn't work. They can go play another team. They can go to Citi Field. Can't get a hit. But they against the Yankees. And one thing I've noticed, and keep tabs on this, everyone, backup catchers kill the Yankees. Absolutely murders the Yankees. and they go to other places, and that's why they're batting 200. But they come to the Yankees and they bat 345. How do you figure that? Why? Why can't the Yankees figure this out? Yes, Graham, I agree with you. Teams are all up there and to play the Yankees. Yes, because it's the Yankees. But that, you should be honored because everybody guns for us. And yet, 27 world championships speaks for itself. And that elusive 28 is coming. Hopefully very soon, hopefully this year. It's coming soon. If the Yankees go modern style, and I really, really hope they do, when the trade deadline comes, what they need, if they don't worry about the money situation, the Yankees will go into the playoffs looking really great. If they're worried about the situation, then they're going to five and dime the trade deadline, and we don't want to see that. Ken, do you agree with that?
I mean, honestly, I don't anticipate big moves at the trade deadline. If you look, I mean, the only true position of weakness that the team has is our bench depth. Bench stinks. They are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we need another rotation arm, Graham? You're going to line up with Rodon, Freed, Hill. In the longer series, then you'd have Schmidt. Possibly Warren, depending on who's pitching better at the time.
Well, Graham highlighted. How about
we
Graham?
have.
I watched their last game against the A's, and they were hanging in there, and they came up with Taylor Ward, slam. The kid has a hot bat at the moment. Yeah, he definitely does. There's no question about it. He's a star. Let's face it. Listen, after all these years, and the Angels playing really bad, sooner or later they are gonna draft someone or get someone that is going to make sense for that team. And good for them. Just don't do it against the Yankees. If they can hold them down, it'll be great. That stadium usually is like a horror show, especially in the early 2000s. I don't even want to think about those days. And then early in the teens. Oh my God. My two nightmares in the 2000s were the Tigers and the Angels. Those two teams drove me crazy. When we knew that they were going to be in the playoffs with them, my expectations was on the bottom, no question about it. And let's see. I mean, hopefully we'll handle the Angels. We don't know. I mean, when you win like that, you lose a game, you're going to lose like the next 3 out of 4. It's just common knowledge. It just happens. So hopefully if they do lose a game between today and tomorrow, the Yankees will go there in the right time. Jake says Jazz wasn't hitting before he hit the injured list, though. Yes, Jazz wasn't. But I mean, if he catches fire, look out. If the Yankee lineup is 100% complete, he's got no choice but to hit because he's going to get the fastballs down the middle. And if he misses them all, then we got a problem. I don't trust Austin Wells. I'm sorry. Even with a great lineup, there's something about Austin Wells that doesn't add up. I can't put my finger on it. A lot of guys throughout the years, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, I had a pulse on a lot of these guys. I don't have one with Austin Wells. I don't know what the problem is. I wish I did. But I just can't figure this guy out. Sometimes he hits the ball to the moon, but it's far and in between. And you can't have Wells doing that and Volpe doing nothing and Ben Rice swinging for the fences, and then you don't play Cody Bellinger. How do you expect to win a game or that type of game? Sean Browning goes, mechanics are mental. Yes, they definitely are. No question about it.
He doesn't have a problem with his mechanics. His mechanics are fine. He's just making bad swing choices. And personally, I haven't been an Austin Wells fan. I'm not the subscriber that he's the long-term catcher and future of the team. I look at Wells and I see Kyle Higashioka. He's a decent backup catcher. He is not a frontline catcher.
Right. Oh, you're
we've traded better talent from the catching position than we have on our team. You look at that kid on the Mets, Luis Torrens, who guns everybody who thinks about running. He's got a little bit on his bat, nothing spectacular. But if you're looking for a guy who's going to hold down the fort, Torrens does a great job. Look at the kid that we traded down to Miami. He's down there. He walked in and became like their third-ranked prospect, and has been banging down there.
I want to welcome PTP here, Mr. Pennsylvania Transparency Project. How you doing? Welcome to the show this morning. Good morning to you. I hope you had your morning coffee and you're ready to go. Also, someone new in the chat. Thank you so much. And it's the Back It Up Binge podcast. Wells will be the catching grind, probably as most impact on his offense. I agree with you. And first of all, thanks for stopping by. We're here every morning at 8 a.m. Again, and your questions and all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Press the subscribe button, the like button on your way in or out. Stay with us. And we have a lot of Yankee talk here. It's like 99.99999 Yankee talk, but we do talk other teams, and we're a big family here. So please, by all means, hang in with us and have any questions. And thank you for being here. Go ahead, Ken.
Looking at some of the comments, one from Mirko Sassi. Augustine Ramirez was supposed to be our stud catcher. You're right, and I hated the fact that we traded him. Anybody who's been following me for a while knows that I haven't been a Wells fan since last year. I've got a truckload of issues with him. Maybe me being a former pitcher and just his approach behind the plate, I haven't had a high regard on him. And we did trade a catcher to the Red Sox. I don't remember his name.
Navarez,
yeah. So I don't understand. I don't understand what the Yankees' methodology is. That was a place of depth for us, and we traded those guys away for peanuts.
Yeah. Well, how did De Los Santos come here? I got to take a look. I think that was for Navarez. I believe it was. If we take a look, I think he is. PTP says, I would like to see Uncle Ben behind the plate. Give him a chance since Wells isn't doing that great. Yeah, but the problem with that is you're going to get the same output. He has no arm, a lesser arm than Wells. The Yankee solution, I'm sorry, is in AAA. And the guy is just mashing every day. And I'm sorry, I'm going to talk till I'm blue in the face until this guy comes up. And he's going to rake. I'm telling you, give this guy a chance. But
yeah,
like
but
said,
at least Rodriguez has positional adversity. He could fill in at a third base slot because he's been playing third too.
Mm-hmm. Well, a backup one is he's saying Ben Rice at least hits the ball. Wells doesn't hit. You're right. But listen, Ben Rice isn't exactly mulling the ball now. He swings at everything. He has no patience. And hopefully that's going to change. I really hope that's going to change. Graham says the kid was traded to the Sox. We got back what is claimed to be an electric arm who is in high A. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I thought it was for De Los Santos because the Yankees make so many of these small moves. Max coverage. How you doing? Good morning. Are you trying to be funny with this? Wells got a single last night. Yay! I'm so happy.
The only accolade that I give Wells is he actually ran the damn ball out, because that was knocked down by the Rockies' excellent shortstop, and he beat out the throw. So I can't pull the Robinson Cano truck on him, because he's actually, when he gets hits, he's running through. He's trying to do what he's supposed to do.
When he hits the ball, no, I will never say that he doesn't bust it out of the box. He definitely does. No question.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, there are a lot of Yankees in the past that used to be on my number one shit list because of the way they came out.
True.
Especially, I was a Gleyber Torres advocate, but my bitch on him was coming out of the box, not running through, not hustling.
Yeah, well, Graham says, oh, and don't look at what Trevino's doing with the Reds. You know what? His time was done with the Yankees, period. Let's not even go there. I am glad for him, but we did pretty good in that trade. So I'm not – listen, the Yankees are they're 5 games up, so you can't say they're not losing because of our catcher. We do need help behind the plate, hitting-wise, and a little defense. You need a gun. And I'm going to go to the blue until I'm blue in the face. Rodriguez has to come up. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, we're going to throw a party, folks. When this guy's brought up, I'm telling you, we will, we will celebrate. No question in my mind, because this guy's got to come up. Matt Coverage says, what's up, Jason? How you doing, Max? How's it going? Thank you for joining us again. Really appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, remember how to get in touch with us here at NY Yankee Mania. That would be NY Yankee Mania. So it's Joe Yankees at. Come on, let's hear it, guys. You say it, Ken. Where can we be found?
Gmail.com.
Very good. Excellent. So, and also subscribe to NY Yankee Mania, everyone. The like button. It's so important for the coverage and all. And again, tell your friends, your family, your foes. It doesn't matter. We are here every morning, 8 a.m. On your dial here on YouTube, and it does stream to a couple other places like Facebook, and you can also see replays on X. Again, a little bit about today. So after this, we are going to we're going to have a pregame show. Which would probably be set around 3:30. Yeah, let's say 3:30. 3:30 is the pregame show, and then 4 o'clock we do the live broadcast here on NY Yankee Mania. And after that, a 15-minute break, and we will do the postgame show. So we got a lot of stuff coming up on here, a lot of talk, and so gear up, get your breakfast out, get your lunch out. And you start. Oh, and don't forget, everyone, tonight when everything is over, go to NBC with Saturday night's main event. The WWE will be on live on NBC's for tonight. So I hope you'll take a look at that, and you'll see your favorites. I know John Cena's not one of your favorites right now. He's going up against R.A. Truth, and I think Truth wants to really put some fortitude in that guy because he has obviously changed his ways. So that should be a lot of fun tonight, guys. You'll see Jesse the Body Ventura, who's always excellent on the mic. But that's all after we're done. You go from there. Let's go to Saturday night's main event. So that was just an update of what we're doing today. And Ken is going to have his hands full because he's got good things too going. Seeing that his wife's coming back from the trip, and they're going to go out and have a very nice dinner with the family, the grandkids, and everything. Nothing like that. It's the best. Right, Ken?
Facts of life, brother. Facts of life.
Oh, definitely. Let's go back to, okay, at the trade deadline, will you guys take a flyer on Salvatore Perez being our catcher? Wow. I don't even know how to answer that.
Salvi this year has been playing more first base than catching. He has the techniques and the knowledge. He is an excellent catcher, but I think his knees are shot. He's coming to the end of the road. Would I take a flyer if it didn't cost us an arm and leg? Sure.
Yeah. Oh, another right-handed hitter for the playoffs. He might. Well, first of all, you don't know what's going to happen with if Kansas City is in the wild card or whatever. There's no question, no way in hell. That's a good point. That's a name I never even thought of. I just don't see it. I mean, we got to see his contract, and I bet you he would go right back to Kansas City right after that, even if they won a world championship. Because, I mean, he's Kansas City through and through and through and through. So, but that's an interesting thought. We should keep that around, especially if the Yankees don't bring up any other catcher. He is a free agent after this year. Thank you, Mark. So saucy, he's the best. I'll bring that up. He's a free agent after this year. So, we'll see. I mean, but a great thought. And that's another thing that brings us. It's never too early to talk about the trade deadline. You guys have, guys bring out other people you may think would benefit the Yankees at this point. Let me know. Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know off the air. Your comments, all of that, and that would be great. And we're going to have shows leading up to the trade deadline, and then a big show on the trade deadline. So you're going to hear every trade, every morsel, every let go, you name it. You're going to hear it here on NY Yankee Mania. We're going to be hard at work for you because you're here for us, and this is the least we can do for you guys. And
Answering Graham's question, have you made signs with the grandkids? Indeed, we have.
Oh, yeah. Sean Browning, right-handed hitting third baseman. Okay, who do you guys suggest? Who would you suggest? One guy I hope will stay away from is Nolan. Okay, why? He's having a good year, and for half a year, why wouldn't you take a chance on him? Ken, would you take a chance on Nolan from July 31st?
I don't think so.
Sean Browning says Bowen, but I don't see it. The Phillies are not going away. If anything, they're going to add. And I still say somebody like David Robinson is going to emerge as a Philly. I really do. People, unless he's so out of shape, I cannot believe that this guy is not being signed yet. It's really mind-boggling. I mean, Ken, why would you think no shot of anybody with David Robinson right now?
I have no idea. I mean, you look at JD Martinez, he's not signed either. Gene Segura just announced his retirement. He wasn't signed. Everybody is looking to move towards the youth, and they're going to find that losing that veteran leadership is going to bite them in the long run.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting time. For relievers, the Phillies, since their main reliever went down, I don't know if they've even lost the game. So it's just funny how things work. It really is. I could say I'll tell you one team I think is going to be active is going to be the New York Mets, because they're not going to care about anything. They're not going to care about money. They're not going to care about what they're adding. The Cohen tax. They couldn't give two damns. So if you want to talk about the team,
I want to answer Merck's question.
Go ahead. Which I want to be honest
with Alex Bohm.
Okay, go ahead.
Merck, they aren't interested in trading him. When they had opportunities to go with the A's, they wanted Mason Miller and another top prospect. So it's a joke. They're not moving off of Bohm. I don't care what their personality discord is. He's a good arm, a solid player, and he's on a cheap contract.
Okay. And Graham also says, I think the Red Sox will be active. They have the farm to go ahead and do it. Yes, they do. That's why it's so important for the Yankees to maintain a 5, 6, 7, 8 game lead. Listen, the Yankees are going to get in one way or the other. I would think, unless, God forbid, of a huge collapse. But I also feel the Red Sox is right. The Red Sox could really, really improve. I think what's going to hurt them right now is they're keeping their fingers crossed that Bergman is not going to be out for at least 15 days or 20 days. Bregman. And I just, that's going to be something. They haven't said anything, so no news might be good news. He might just be out for a few games, but that could be a problem for them. And we all knew he was going to rake in that ballpark. Absolutely, with those doubles. That if there's a stadium that's made for one player, that is that guy. No question in my mind. You can't ask for more than that. That also another guy who I always thought for Fenway, but that deal never went through, was Alex Rodriguez. Could you imagine Alex with hitting all those fly balls to left field? What he would have probably knocked the wall down. That Green Monster would have been knocked down. Period. So, it's going to be a very, very interesting time. There are going to just even if the Yankees aren't active, I think we're going to have an active. I think they're going to start getting rid of their big salaries, and they're going to go with minor leaguers and start off again next year. The year of the possibility of a strike. Let's not forget that, everyone. I don't mean to put a problem in, but I would not bet against a non-strike. I think we're going to have one next year, guys. So let's enjoy this year, and we'll enjoy all of next year. But the minute whoever wins that World Series next year, you can rest assured they're going to put the padlocks on baseball until they get a much fairer situation. Yes, the O's will probably be sellers. I doubt they'll make unless they're getting a whopper of a deal. I doubt they're going to deal with the Yankees. It's going to have to be maybe a 3-way deal if the Yankees want something of theirs. But I just don't see them going head to head. So, logical teams for the Yankees to deal with? It's a good question. Probably National League teams.
Well,
teams that
the Yankees have tended to trade with the Pirates.
Right.
Some interesting pieces there. Uh, in the past, they've been able to pull deals off with the Cardinals, but I can't figure out what the hell their management team is actually trying to accomplish other than dump money off the books. But all their big price free agents, they offer, when they sign their deals, got full no trade clauses in their contract. So when they tried to trade Arenado to Houston, he waived his he invoked his no trade, and they couldn't move him. When they asked Sonny Gray in the before the season began, he told them he had no desire to move and would not waive his no trade clause.
Yeah. A lot of people are talking about reacquiring IKF. Would you do that?
IKF is a good contact hitter, a former Gold Glove third baseman. I wouldn't have any heartburn bringing IKF back to play third base, not shortstop, not second, not left field, third base. My issue with the Yankees has been the mismanagement of players.
No, I agree. Sean Browning says stick with him at third. Another one, Sean has mentioned Charlie Hayes' son playing third base. I don't think you're going to get too much out of that. He still needs a lot of seasoning, and I don't think the Yankees are in a position to give it 2-3 years more. Yeah, I don't think he's ready for big time yet. He has some streams with it, but I don't believe that he's ready yet. And the Yankees don't need to baby him for 2-3 years. I don't want that. I want some proven commodities right now, because there's no reason not to. You can go out there and get some quality ball players. And I'm not saying he's not quality. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's the answer for third base. What do you think of Hayes?
He is a solid third baseman. He hit like crap last year, but if you looked at the whole Pirates organization, all their hitting was down. He is a speed guy. He's a smart ball player, and he's a long-term guy. We would end up having him for 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Concerns would be bringing in a player like that. Are we going to block George Lombard Jr. from coming up? And that's what I don't want to see. If we're looking at a third baseman, because my gut instinct is that Lombard Jr. will end up being the third baseman. I don't want to bring anybody in here long term that's going to block and screw that up. Right. He has been playing second base too, so they may be interested in keeping him up the middle. And weirder things have happened. The Yankees have. Good morning, Jason. Glad to see you hopping in the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Hey, Jason.
You have seen weirder things happen with the Yankees in the past. So I would probably avoid Ke'Bryan Hayes. There are shorter options that are out there that I think would be more viable.
Oh, I do too. I want to make mention, hey, Jason, welcome to the program. Thank you for stopping by. So, of course, everybody knows Jason is part of the co-hosting here on NY Yankee Mania. So he's 161 River Avenue. And I want to give Jason a shout out because last night after the game, he had a very, very good table talk of the trade deadline, and they gave out some really very, very good information. So I want to give a shout out to Jason on that. And if you've heard some of the people here, Jason, what do you think about possibly Salvatore Perez at the trade deadline if Kansas City might be out of it? Maybe reacquiring IKF. What are your feelings on that? And it's too bad the Yankees had too many outfielders because I would have loved to have gotten Hunter Renfroe now that he's free. So Let's see. Okay. River Avenue says I'm at the gym putting in the work. Okay, well, I'm sure he's getting ready for today between family and Yankee news. But thank you, thank you. But I did want to give you a shout out about your show last night. You guys did a great job with the Ace Avenue, and a shout out to him also. So, River Avenue says, I don't think we need another catcher, especially a pricey one. It's true. And an aging one. Because how long would he be? It'd be like getting Ivan Rodriguez. That's what that it is. We do have a Rodriguez, and is much younger and ready to come up, baby. I want him up here. I want him up here. And prove me wrong. If he goes 0 for 40, okay, blame me, gents. Blame me. But it can't hurt. It definitely cannot hurt. And
well, if he comes up, then Papa Joe needs to make him an egg parm sandwich.
No
or
problem.
Chicken parm.
I'll make the whole team. I have no problem with that. I'll go get cannolis. I'll do whatever it takes to get a 28th World Championship. That's for I like the comment from River Avenue here. He's earning a call up. Yes. Let's give a kudos to that because it's true. And not only is he to come up as a catcher, but they're trying him at third base. No matter what he's doing, he's going nuts. His OPS is almost 1,000. He's batting 398 or 389. What's the difference? He got 3 hits again last night. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. What are we waiting? You want to keep Escara for Rendon? Fine. Get rid of Reyes. You can do with what we have. If we need a backup infielder, guys, I'm sure we can find one. If they're keeping him because we need a backup infielder, there's something wrong here. River Avenue is agreeing with me. He says he went 3 for 3 last night, and he's batting around 393. And give me an OPS on that. It's like 993. I mean, Sean Browning goes, bye-bye, Pablo. Yeah, I mean, let's do this, guys. Let's send I don't know, you want to all send messages to Mr. Cashman, to Boone, whatever you want to do, but it's time. Let's do it. Jake goes, does anyone think he will actually be called up this year, knowing the Yankees? Yes. Yeah, I think Rodriguez will be called up. Ken, what do you think? One way or the other?
I mean, if you look at the track record of the kid, he has succeeded at every level in professional sports and by stellar margins. There's no indication that him coming to the majors, certainly he's not going to be a freaking 400 hitter in the majors his first year out of the hopper, but I think he has potential. The Yankees are on a weak budget when it comes to trade assets and are going to need to promote within to really be in contention and building the franchise. So I think that there's a distinct possibility that they would call Rodriguez up. My hope is that if they call him up, that he actually has an earnest shot at playing. I don't want to see him called up to the team to sit on the damn bench.
True. No, you're right. It makes sense. And they should call him up to play. He says pricey players aren't always the best fits. You're absolutely correct. Sometimes it's the younger player that will give you that boost. Remember, whoever remembers Shane Spencer, just to name a few people. He came up in 98. Who ever thought he'd hit like 10, 11 home runs in September? I mean, that was just out of the blue. And then he had an okay career, but, after that was it. Sean Browning goes, swap Wells for Rodriguez. Yeah, I'm not saying to give up on Wells. What I'm saying is You have a chance right now to bring this guy up and give him some at bats. They're on the West Coast. There's no pressure playing in Yankee Stadium or anything like that. Why not now? Why not? And Merck is saying, "Can I be honest though?" Okay, we'll wait for your comment.
No, lie to us.
Like, yeah.
Hey, Paulie, leave the gun. Grab the cannolis.
The Yankees won't have two rookies behind the plate. No, of course not. Absolutely not. Well, I mean,
they have two rookies behind the plate. Are you kidding me?
Wells
was in the competition for Rookie of the Year last year.
Right. Yeah,
he's in his sophomore season. He's not a seasoned veteran.
Now, Graham is saying if they send Wells down, they aren't giving up on him, but let him sort out his issues. That's what I've been saying. Bring him down. Let him get 50, 75 at-bats. Let him get comfortable down there with no pressure, and he can come back up here and rake again. Listen, what makes him any more different, like I've been saying, than CC Sabathia or people like that? Don Mattingly went down for a couple of days.
The Mick went down.
Who?
The Mick.
The Mick went down. I mean, please. Nobody's untouchable here. So Merck says, I like that idea. I mean, just for your 50, 75 at-bats. In the meantime, give Rodriguez 50 at-bats. Let's see what he can do. He can't do any worse than what the catchers are giving us right now, the Mendoza line. So, I mean, we're going back Mickey Mantle, Joe D. Yeah, baseball, of course, was totally different then. But bottom line is the Yankees don't react. They wait and they wait and they wait and they wait and they wait. That's their problem. They'll spend the money on free agents and they'll do whatever they need to do. And then they stop at a certain, I mean, they're like a machine the same way. It's never oiled differently. And then they have stars in the minors that you have to beg to get them up here. Beg. I mean, it's right in front of their face. Could we just give it a try? Just one time. And if I'm wrong, good. Come after me. I don't care. But you got to try, guys. You got to try. And it's no disrespect to any player, but it is time. Wells is only let's see, what is this? Is only a year two catcher. He ain't a vet yet. Huh? Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, of course not. And we don't want him to get old that fast. We want him to succeed here. Jesus, how many times the Yankees had catchers that you had to wait blossom? Not a Thurman Munson, rest in peace. He was awesome. Yogi Berra was incredible. But there were Elston Howard. But there were players that, had to wait a while. They had switch hitters. They've had quite a few catchers throughout. Rick Cerrone, if everybody remembers, I used to call him Pop-Up Cerrone. Because a lot of times all he did was pop up to the shortstop. Once in a while he'll have a good game. He wasn't a bad catcher. And we got him after the tragedy of Thurman Munson. So the next year, the Yankees went out and got Rick Cerrone from the Toronto Blue Jays. So, and he took a while. He took a long while. Butch Weiniger was was a very good catcher for the Minnesota Twins. He came here. He had some problems. He actually was okay, but he wasn't the same. Weiniger was an all-star with the Twins. He came here, he was okay. Nothing spectacular. So, but you've got to try. In those days, the Yankees tried, to fill these roles like that. Here, they just wait, and Then, like Ken said, and and he's right. A stopgaps. Why do you need a stopgap? You have a $300 million payroll. It doesn't make sense to have a stopgap. You got guys down there. If you're not going to trade them, then bring them up. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if I'm wrong, guys, let me know. But I'm not. I mean, I feel I'm not, and I think a lot of the chat doesn't think I'm not. I mean, we could beat this to it blue in the face, red in the face, green in the face. The bottom line is the Yankees are going to do what they're going to do. We can only suggest it. And what we're suggesting, to me, is the right medicine. Yeah, and Jorge Posada, he wasn't a superstar right away. I understand that, but he wasn't striking out. He wasn't the Austin Wells of modern day. No way. We had patience with Posada, but he was, he would get hits. And
yeah, but you also have to remember when you had Posada, you had a great veteran catcher in Joe Girardi.
Yes.
Well, what was once a position of strength on the Yankees with regard to catching is not.
Well, we had Trevino, but obviously they dealt him, but we got Cruz for him, so we can't complain. Posada worked his way as to catcher, number one from platoon catcher. Yeah, because Girardi was getting older, and they ended up trading Girardi, or I think he left free agent, and I think he went back to the Cubs at that point.
No, he became a Rocky.
A Rocky, right. Well, he was with the Rockies. The Yankees got him from the Rockies.
Okay.
Back in 1995 in the winter. So I think then he went because he lived at the Cubs and they always thought he'd become their manager down the line. But obviously that didn't happen. So, but again, we're going to talk to a blue in the face. I would be one happy camper if I heard that they brought up Jesse Rodriguez for the rest of this road trip, and let's go with it. Let's let it fly, and let's see what happens. Again, a note, everyone. So we're going to come back to you around 3:30 for the post-game show. Pre-game show, and then from there, with maybe a couple of minute break, I will do the play-by-play here on NY Yankee Mania. Right after that, it'll be at least give you guys a chance to go get a sandwich, go have a little dinner, whatever, and then come back to us, and we will do the post-game show. So there's a lot to do, everyone. And any suggestions, whatever, please, as you're going or coming in, press the like button, subscribe to us, notifications, and you will not miss any Yankee news, any Yankee lineup, any Yankee anything, or baseball at once. And don't forget, always go to Ken the Ugly Truths page. He analyzes every series, and he gives you the ugly truth. That's what it is of what's going on in that particular season. So I wanted to give that a shout out. Sean Browning says Mike Stanley. Yeah, that's an interesting guy. Very interesting guy. Good catch.
Lou?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good catcher, not the greatest of arms. Yankees had him for a few years. They traded him to the Red Sox, and then he came back to the Yankees. He was a good Yankee. He was a good soldier. But he just, behind the plate, I didn't trust him all that much, but he was a good hitter. That I got to admit. Go ahead.
Graham is talking about worried about Free today.
It's on the bump.
He's our pitcher against Freeland, I think, is their pitcher.
Mhm.
I had concerns about the entire rotation coming in there because they're very heavily reliant on breaking pitches, and the altitude up there in Colorado, you just don't get that bite. That's why they can't sign free agent pitchers, because your ERA is guaranteed to go up at least 1 point.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no question. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I see a couple of new people. I just got a text from our friends at Richmond Valley Pharmacy. They listen every day, watch us all the time, and kudos to you. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it for being and they getting the word out to all of their customers. Thank you. I really appreciate it. A couple of more questions, and then we'll give our final thoughts. Um, let's see, Lou. How you doing, Lou? Welcome to the broadcast. He's going to smoke these Rockies. Yeah, I believe that. I think Max Fried. Again, I don't have the statistics in front of me what he has done if ever he's pitched there. But you got to figure with the Atlanta Braves, he must have pitched there. And for the pregame show, we'll have an update. If anything, his ERA is, in that building. Graham, we need to actually hit today, not hack at it every bloody pitch. Correct. 100%, Graham. And they will. Today, now, and it's funny because Max is 6-0, and the pitcher that we're pitching against and that we're hitting against is 0-6. I know he's a household name, but he's not pitching well at all. And I have a feeling that Aaron Judge may dent the wall today. He just might. So we'll have to see. But we're going to get into final comments pretty soon, everyone. We've been on the stream now for almost an hour and a half. Thank you for keep piling in here. I really appreciate it. And your questions have been great.
All right, here's your answer.
Go ahead.
Fried at Colorado has 5 games started. His ERA is at 3.66. He has 30 strikeouts. He's got a 1-2 record, 1 win, 2 losses, bunch of no decisions.
Okay. All right, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. And I think with the Yankee lineup in back of him, he'll do fine. He shouldn't have a problem. And Sean Browning, thank you for this. Smash the likes, everyone. Keep smashing those likes. That's important to keep to keep us going, and for more content and for incredible roundtable discussions. I hope everybody had a chance to hear Kevin Mensch yesterday. Our interview went terrific. What a great guy, ex-player that played for Texas amongst a few teams. He went through his journey of becoming a professional baseball player. He talked about what it takes for the little ones that watch and listen to our show. I'd love to have him back. And he was a great guest. Thank you for Nipton Sports for putting it all together for us. And hopefully very soon we're going to have some more surprises for you. So I really appreciate it. And again, smash the likes, everyone. We're here every morning, Monday through Sunday, 8 a.m. For NY Yankee Mania. Let's see. All right. Yeah. So Ken, by the way, a note from with Ken. Ken is going to be with us for the pregame show, but he has a prior commitment afterwards. So possibly he'll come for the postgame show, but if not, on Sunday, it looks like Ken will be doing hopefully our morning program at 8 a.m. And also he will hopefully be doing the full play-by-play on his own channel. He's given a thumbs up, and there you go. So he'll be doing the play-by-play on Sunday's game, and I will be doing the play-by-play today, folks. Look, one other little thing in there, Graham Dojo. See if you can get an ex-pro catcher on. Okay, I will try. We'll try whatever we can. We'll do the best we can with it. Everybody, unfortunately or fortunately, they have a schedule. Even though they're retired, it's not the easiest thing at all. But, we'll see. We'll do the best we can. Thank you. Let us know what we can help with. What guests you'd like to see, and we'll give it our honest try. The worst they could do is say we can't do it at this point. So, Ken, final thoughts? Sean Browning, have a good rest. Thank you for staying up with us. Go ahead.
Final thoughts. I look for a bounce back from the Yankees today.
Mm-hmm.
Think that we'll take the game. And final thought, let's go Yankees.
He's always going to end like that, folks. All right. So I think we've said it all. If before we come on at 3:30, if there's any substantial Yankee news, we will bring it to you. If the lineup is out, we're going to do it right when we come on for the pregame show. So look for a short there on your way out. Press the like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and you'll get all the notifications that you need. Thank you again, everyone, for making the chat fantastic as usual, our Yankee family. I want everybody to have a great Saturday afternoon, and come back to us because I want to give you the best play-by-play as I can for today's game, sort of like a fill-in for Mr. Ken, who's been calling games for a while now. And I'm just a rookie, and I'm doing the best I can to entertain you guys and keep you with us in the chat, and we'll do the best we can. So everyone have a great Saturday. As you know, I love each and every one of you. Stay healthy. Love everyone. God bless you individually, and of course, God bless America. And let's go Yankees. Good morning, everyone. We'll see you at 3:30.